With 2 months to go before the election, the Biden administration says it is cracking down on foreign countries trying to influence opinion in the U.S. The target today, Russia. The DOJ announcing the seizure of 32 internet domains used or sponsored by the Russian government, it says, to spread bogus news stories.
These websites were designed to appear to American readers as if they were major U.S. news sites.
The DOJ also indicting 2 employees of the Russia-funded media company RT, which was banned in the U.S. following the invasion of Ukraine.
Since at least last year, RT has used people living and working inside the U.S. to facilitate contracts with American media figures.
The 2 Russian nationals are accused of running a $10 million scheme to fund and direct a U.S. company producing videos, mostly directed to the publicly stated goals of the Russian government, according to the indictment. It comes a day after former New York State employee Linda Sun pleaded not guilty to taking millions from China in exchange for influencing top levels of the New York State government.
Well, the moment we discovered the misconduct, we fired this individual. I am furious. I'm outraged by this behavior.
The couple allegedly living a lavish lifestyle with multi-million-dollar homes, luxury cars, and expensive gifts. The Department of Justice says that she was a threat to our national security. In what way?
Well, agents of influence are subtle. They're difficult to see. While they don't steal secrets, they can alter information.
The U.S. government says it's not just China and Russia, but also Iran, and their efforts to influence the election are only ramping up.
The Justice Department's message is clear. We have no tolerance for attempts by authoritarian regimes to exploit our democratic system of government.
And Stephanie joined me here in the studio. Did officials disclose if this foreign interference is impacting one party more than the other?
U.S. officials didn't say for sure, but they did say that Russia's trying to undermine Kamala Harris. Iran's trying to undermine Donald Trump. The message for American voters, pay attention to where you are getting your information now more than ever, Lester.
Okay, Stephanie, thank you. Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.